Welcome to AUTOTECH'S Got Talent, where the best early-stage automotive technology companies battle it out for the win as they face off over 10 weeks. You helped to nominate the companies. You will help to decide the winner. The winning company will receive an offer of a $100,000 investment from Automotive Ventures. I'm excited to welcome John Gillie from trucktractortrailer.com as one of our 10 AUTOTECH'S Got Talent finalists. Trucktractortrailer.com is an end-to-end community-based e-commerce platform that is transforming the used truck industry by offering a better way to buy and sell trucks, tractors, and trailers online. The rules for today are simple. The contestant has 5 minutes to pitch. They'll get a 1-minute warning from me and will be cut off at the 5-minute mark. Then our judges will go to work. They'll have 5 minutes for Q&A, after which we'll ask the judges to vote. Then, for the following week, we will ask you for your vote. You help us pick the winning company. With that, I'll hand the mic over to John Gillie from trucktractortrailer.com to get started. I look forward to hearing your pitch, John.
Thank you, Steve. It's an honor to be here. My name is John Gillie. I'm the founder and CEO of trucktractortrailer.com and greenislandev.com. TTT was founded to introduce an entirely new business model for used commercial assets, a community-based, SaaS-enabled e-commerce platform, an end-to-end one-stop solution engineered to save sellers and buyers money. By challenging the underlying economics of legacy brick and mortar and online businesses, TTT has unbundled the embedded costs that drive up transaction cost and disintermediated the value chain, cutting out the middleman, enabling buyers and sellers to work directly in full digital mode. Why would Steve and AV invest in a SaaS-enabled platform like TTT? Simple. Commercial truck tech is about 7 years behind consumer auto tech. So every day I wake up and I have a crystal ball, an auto tech crystal ball to gaze into to see where truck tech is going. Sure, we follow Tesla, we follow Carvana, Vroom, and Shift, but we are also inspired by Zillow, Amazon, eHarmony, Spotify, Uber, DoorDash, Airbnb, and Facebook. We've spoken with thousands of people. We've researched hundreds of technology companies. But when I found Steve Greenfield, I found a partner to help me build TTT into a billion-dollar asset. Why does AV invest in TTT? Simple. The team with the best talent usually wins. TTT has the best talent. TTT has the best team. Our core team has been together for 4 years. We continue to top grade with A players who are subject matter experts, academic problem solvers, who are well connected in auto tech and in the truck tech space. SaaS-enabled platforms like TTT, we are only as strong as the service providers supporting us. TTT is supported by best-in-class service providers who are engaged and integrated, working as an extension of TTT, enabling us to deliver a seamless end-to-end one-stop solution. Supply cascades in via our inventory and dealer management partners. Trucks are inspected and certified by TA Truck Service. Our finance partner, Innovative Lease Services, pre-qualifies and finances our buyers. And to complete the F&I department buyer journey, we offer warranty and insurance. And TTT delivers, just like Carvana, but for used trucks via Alliance Drive-Away Solutions. AV invests in TTT because our total addressable market is enormous. The TAM for Class 8 over-the-road used trucks, tractors, and trailers is greater than $20 billion. And that doesn't include Class 1 through Class 7 work trucks. AV invests in TTT because we're unique with a deep moat. 99% of the marketplaces in existence are built for sellers to list their inventory, to liquidate their assets. Now make no mistake, TTT is excellent for sellers, but TTT was built for the buyer and the only platform empowering buyers with customized tools built for owner-operators and small fleet owners. TTT is a modern solution. In-person physical has become expensive. Everything digital, cloud-based, has become cheap. In-person physical will soon be the exception. Buying and selling online will be the norm. AV invests in TTT because TTT was engineered to print money. With no physical assets, TTT's return on net assets will be off the charts once we scale. As a community-based, SaaS-enabled platform with low flexible operating costs, TTT can compete aggressively on price and still make money. Like Steve Greenfield, we believe social media is a great way to grow, build, and monetize our community, to attract new users to our platform. And when our followers visit trucktractortrailer.com, they get a warm and fuzzy feeling TTT was created just for them. With an eye towards the future, TTT is launching greenislandev.com, a digital dealership dedicated to commercial EVs. Leveraging my 6 years experience in commercial EV, helping lead Lion Electric into the US market, and my service on the board of directors of the Empire Clean City Coalition, we are building a team of EV subject matter experts. Green Island EV is well positioned to help electrify commercial fleets. Finally, Automotive Ventures invest in trucktractortrailer.com because of our shared values. A relationship not based on what we have in common, but our differences. Autotech, truck tech, a strategic relationship based on trust and integrity with a passion for solving big problems and a commitment to build TTT, greenislandev.com, and the entire Automotive Ventures portfolio into an asset of significant value. Thank you.
Good work. Thank you, John. Nice work. Nicely done, right on time. All right, with that, I'm sure our judges have a lot of questions for you, so we'll roll directly into the 5-minute Q&A.
Yeah.
So judges, go ahead.
I'm happy to kick us off, Steve. So, John, great presentation. Yeah, question for you really is around operations. Talk to us about how the operations. So you sell a vehicle, who gets paid? When do they get paid? How does the title move? How does the truck get moved? Talk to us about how that all works.
Yeah. So first of all, we don't sell anything, right? We are facilitators. We are a platform that directly connects sellers with buyers. And then on the back end, we have a what we call a high-tech, high-touch contact center that facilitates the trade. Then, just like in a automobile dealership, once the buyers and sellers agree on price, we have a F&I department really backed by our finance partner, Innovative Lease Services, headed up by Andrew Neer, that facilitate the title transfer and the operations. So in a sense, TTT, we're just responsible for the connection of seller and buyer. And I'm not undermining the importance of that, but that's our responsibility. And then really who does a lot of our work, and credit to them, are our stack partners, right?
John, I have a question for you. You mentioned that you actually have inspectors that go out and inspect the vehicles to make sure. How are you finding those inspectors? How are you vetting them? Because that to me would probably be one of the biggest obstacles, is making sure the quality is there and that your reputation doesn't get ruined based upon maybe a bad inspection or something like that.
Kelly, spot on question. One of the problems I had early on when I was starting to think about TTT was, and I was looking at ACT auctions up in Buffalo and how many people they had on the street. I didn't want to have to raise $1 billion and hire 10,000 inspectors. So I looked at what I would call an aggregator. I found Travel Centers of America. You may not know them, but they have about 264 truck stops. But what people don't realize is that they also have 5,400 truck techs that work as an extension of their travel centers called TA Truck Service. So not wanting to raise $1 billion from Steve, I simply spent a lot of time in Cleveland, as a startup, pleading and begging them to take a risk on us, and they did. In fact, Greg Ferrari, who's now our Chief Experience Officer running the day-to-day operations, just retired from TA after 40 years, and Greg is on board as an investor running TTT, but those 5,000 techs are not our techs. They work for TA, and we have a deep collaboration with the TA organization.
So how long will it take for somebody to get an inspection on their truck if I was trying to sell mine today?
Depending on location, if it's within their sphere of density, 24 hours, 36 hours, pretty quick. But in some cases, when there's outliers like the middle of Montana where TA does not have a in-house on-the-ground technician. They will subcontract out with a local certified, ASC certified technician that is already part of the TA complex. So the good news is, Kelly, TTT, we manage TA, we don't manage that subcontractor, but what we found, and this is why we vetted TA and put them through the paces, is to ensure that the promise we make to our buyer is that it's a third-party, highly certified, highly recognized, reputable technician.
And you have a checklist that you ask them to go through?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all DOT certified. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Next.
Hal, you're muted.
John, in these two-sided marketplaces, there's always a chicken and egg phenomenon. You don't get the sellers without the buyers, and you don't get the buyers without the sellers. Which are you going to attack first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, we had, honestly, Hal, it's something that, and this is why it's taken us a little bit to get to monetize, right? But we're there now. It depends on the day, right? Because you're all in on the buy side, you're all on the sell side. But the magic for us is I wanted to approach aggregators on both sides. Today, we have a supply problem. The industry has a supply problem. But we're solving that with our dealer management IMS solution partners. So good question. We're on it.
Great, John. Perfect.
Hey, John,
one
very quick question. What's the average price point? You said $20 billion. What's the average price point of a transaction?
The average used truck today is $51,500 right now.
Thank you.
But also trailers factor into that $20 billion as well, Andrew.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Well, thank you, judges. Thank you, John, and thank you, trucktractortrailer.com, for participating.
Yes.
Judges, it's time to vote. If you would, let's commit your votes and let's see what you got. So for the audience's benefit, the judges now score the presenter and the company on a scale of 1 to 10. So we'll see what they come up with. Kelly's at 7. 7. Oh, look at that. Well, there you go, right across the board.
Wow.
Thank you, judges. Now it's your turn. We look forward to hearing for your vote, and keep an eye on the AutoTech's Got Talent leaderboard on automotiveventures.com.